is here. Hi, how are you? Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. Somebody just said, I wonder if Mika is watching now. And just then your name came up on the screen. That was really weird. How have you been?
So it's nice to see you all, and I just thought I'd just say a big hello.
Hi.
Hi. And fill you in maybe on what I'm doing right now, because we were so present in the summer, and then suddenly, whoop, you know. So I just wanted to kind of touch base, say hello to everybody, and I saw the viewing figures just went from 45 to 1,400, which is it's kind of hello, ciao, ciao a tutti, salut tout le monde, hola. Um, and firstly, how are you?
I'm well. I'm okay.
You're
I mean,
okay?
yeah. Well, I think I have a cold, but otherwise I'm fine.
Ah, okay. A
So
cold or a cold?
no, no, no. It's just my ear is blocked and I think it's a cold. So
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get over the cold and it's not a cold.
no, no, no. I've been lucky. I knock wood. I have been very lucky, and I haven't gotten the cold. So
Ah, well.
yeah.
So I guess right now I'm in the studio, and just to kind of give you the context, I have two very uh, attention-seeking dogs that I'm taking care of, and at the same time, I have a session going on that I'm tuning into from a distance with a streaming service, which is happening in one country, which is actually in Paris, and there are five people working there
Okay.
on huge sessions. I mean, huge. In pop songs, you might have like 80 tracks, 100 tracks for a big song or big file. In this one, we have up to 1,700 tracks in one file.
Wow.
Okay. So they're over there, they're working very, very hard. And I have another team working with me here. And believe it or not, for one song right now, I have another team in South Africa.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I can't tell you too much, but I just received some files, and I was listening to them, and I was in such a good mood that I thought I would let you know that it's about being as creative as possible in this moment, and about making things that all of you will be able to enjoy, but also get lost in. You
Mm,
know, yeah, that you plant a garden, you cultivate it, and when it's ready, you let people in. But that it really is something that you can step into, a whole world that you can step into. The things that I've been the proudest of in my whole career are the things that are the most kind of like uh, complete and completely well conceived. And I've realized that in these days where everything is changing so much, you have to really assume your identity as an artist. And the only way you can do that is by almost being kind of hyperactive in your artistic activity.
hmm.
But that takes time, and that takes a little bit of separation. And that's what's happening right now. So I may be silent, and I may be looking like all I do is take walks with dogs, but that's certainly not what's happening.
Mm. I didn't even think that you were not keeping busy.
Yeah.
After, following you for so long, I know you're always doing something. So, and it sounds like you're being that ringleader, that the circus ringleader kind of, seeing a group over here working, a group over there working, and taking care of your three ring circus.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, and yeah, it's a little bit that. It's a bit that, and isn't that's the way we all like it? It's the way we can have as much fun as possible. So yeah, I mean, the only thing that's kind of stressful is just when you have that many projects to close at the same time. But it's a good thing because one feeds the other, you
Mm.
know. And so I'll keep on going, and then hopefully start sharing things with all of you.
Well, this just knowing that you're there and working and hearing that there's a lot coming on the horizon is good. And I know everybody is always asking, you know, where is Mika? What's he doing now? Like I know, you know, but so it's good to hear it from you directly, and I appreciate that you took the time to tell us. So
No, it's a huge pleasure, and I don't know where everybody else is. Oh, everyone wants to know what happened to my finger.
yes.
Okay, well, I kind of crushed it in a
Oh,
door,
oh,
and it was one of the most painful things that's ever happened to me. In a hotel door, which is, you know, they have those big clunky mechanisms. And it was so bad, and I was rushing as always because I was late, and I had to get to the airport, and so I rushed, and there was this "Do Not Disturb" sign on the hotel door, and I was like, "No, you can't leave the hotel "Do Not Disturb" sign on the door. That's not possible." So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna just quickly with my backpack and my other bag." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take that off," and I pushed the door open. I took the "Do Not Disturb" sign, put it round the side of the door. Just as I was pulling my hand out, the door slammed onto my finger. It got caught in the mechanism. And I literally just like, I just went, oh. and, and, and I had to I had to open the mechanism of the door in order to get my finger out. You can imagine how bad it was. So then, I didn't miss my flight. I had bandages that I kept on changing in the bathroom because I didn't want everyone to realize that my finger was bleeding so much. I just wanted to get back, and then I had it put back together. So it was a tiny thing, but a really painful thing for a grown man, and I like a child whimpering. But you know, it's the fingers. It's such a pain in the ass. I had to cancel all my sessions for about 10 days because, you know, now I can just start now to put pressure on my finger again, and I've taken bandages off, and all the sewing together of it is healed.
oh my
But
gosh.
it's just in time for Halloween. I now have one of those fingers from the witches in Halloween. I don't need to wear those little extensions. I've got one of those, but I'm not going to show it to you because it's still a bit gross. So if you see me wearing randomly nail varnish, not like in the past, now it's actually necessary. So if you see nail varnish just on my middle finger, read between the lines and understand the motivation.
Well, you should have just left the bandages on, and you could have, you know, done all over and been a mummy for Halloween.
Well, yeah, yeah. I tried, but honestly, I cooked too much, so my bandages just started to smell of tomato sauce and
Oh,
garlic.
yeah.
Anyway, enough disgusting stories about bandages, and I'm going to go back to my session. I'm going to let you chat with everybody. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is keeping as well as they can, and I hope that you just have a cold and not a cold.
Thank you.
Um, and I just send you all a big hug, and most of all, you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. It was lovely to chat with you for a minute. I appreciate it. So,
All right, take care, everyone. I'm going to go back in. Actually, wait, do you want to hear a tiny little bit?
oh, of course.
Let's see. Alex, can you just play it something a bit loud?
I can't hear.
It's not on yet.
Okay.
Louder, please.
Oh my. Oh, it's the screen has frozen. Oh no. Oh, what a shame. We broke the internet. Well, that was a really wonderful, unexpected surprise. Um, and I'm sorry that we had a bad connection there at the end and we lost Mika.